You know, oh, by the way, College Football Kickoff Live is live every week. It's live on Fridays, by the way. I host it. I'll see you there on this YouTube channel. Join us. You know, I was watching a video of the Wiggles the other day. This is a Halloween thing. I was watching a video of the Wiggles, and there was the pirate that comes on the screen. I remembered when I was 3 or 4 years old, I was the pirate from the Wiggles as my Halloween costume. And when it came in the mail, we got it in the living room. My mom's listening now. We got it in the living room, and I cried. I cried when I saw it. I was so excited. My parents were like, "Why are you crying?" I was like, "I don't know. I'm 3. I can't process this." I was just crying because I got my Wiggles costume. The pirate, I wasn't even a Wiggle. I was the pirate who showed up sometimes on the set of the Wiggles. I hope that brings you some sort of Halloween today. Spookiest places to play in the Big 12. Now, look, there's a difference between intimidating and spooky. I would say Mountaineer Field in Morgantown, West Virginia is spooky. Is it intimidating? Yes, when the team is good, but even when they are bad. Ask TCU last season, ask Baylor last season. Even when West Virginia is bad, it's a spooky place to play. Scary? Meh. Intimidating? If they're good, yes, one of the most intimidating of the Big 12. But you've seen it. The turnout has not been spectacular for games that West Virginia has played this season or last season because they were bad, and I don't blame them. People don't show up to games and the team's not good. This year it's getting better because the team's been better. But it's spooky. You will lose games at Mountaineer Field because weird things happen. They just win at home. Now you go down to Houston. It's neither scary nor spooky. Honestly, it's the opposite. It's welcoming and homey. Opposing teams win there a lot. Go to Austin, Texas. DKR. Nobody's really scared of DKR. Nobody walks into DKR and thinks, oh my gosh, they're going to blow us out of this stadium. It's so loud. Now that Alabama atmosphere a couple years ago, last year, that was good. Outside of that in Big 12 play, Baylor doesn't go to Texas. TCU doesn't go to Texas. Kansas State doesn't go to Texas and think, oh no, spooky and scary. No, sir. I mean, there are a lot of those Big 12 stadiums. You go to, I think Nippert could be one that's really good in the future. Not right now. Baylor just won there and they suck. Memorial Stadium. I've been there in Oklahoma. Norman, Oklahoma. Nah. Old, smells bad, troughs. Old, smells bad. It's kind of all I got here for that one. Everybody is playing for second fiddle for scariest and spookiest. Maybe the scary thing about Lawrence, Kansas, by the way, is that they could beat Oklahoma and still not fill the place up. It's Kansas. They got to redo the whole culture of football there. I understand that. But come on, guys. You got to sell it out and fill it up and rush the field with a full. They need help. They're building a new stadium. Give them time. Everyone's playing second fiddle for scariest and spookiest to Provo, Utah. BYU's got the. I mean, I've been there. I've seen it. It's stupid. It's stupid good. It's so cool. There are the fire dancers that fling the fire, and then there's the ripped cougar Cosmo who comes out and he dances and he's got fire, and they've got Tongan guys and they've got kids that are wielding fire. And I was watching the Cincinnati players, the game that I went to, were chirping the fire dancers, and the fire dancers were like, "Oh, you want some of this smoke?" Literally, they've got fire in their hands. Provo, Utah is number one. At night, you don't win there. You don't win in Provo, Utah. It is the number one scariest, spookiest, happy Halloween atmosphere in the entire Big 12. And frankly, it's not crazy close. It's pretty easy, number one. I really thought number 2 this season would be Lubbock, Texas. It's not. That team has been disappointing. So the crowd obviously is not going to be great. You ever been to a Pac Jones AT&T? It is nuts when that team is good. Take Ames, Iowa. Ames, Iowa is both scary and spooky. You will lose there. The crowd will be spectacular, and you will likely lose there. A night game at Jack Trice Stadium, that place is not just loud, it's hostile. They will tell you things you didn't know about yourself. They will say things you didn't know existed. They will use words from the dictionary that have been scratched out, that 5th grade teachers scratched out so their students didn't learn them. They will hex you. You will not walk out of Jack Trice Stadium the same. You'll go from a boy to a man. You'll learn things that mama doesn't want you to know at Jack Trice Stadium. Scary and spooky. So right now I'm going to go with Lavelle Edwards Stadium at number 1. Scariest, spookiest in the Big 12, despite the fact that there's no alcohol there. Number 2, I am going to hand off to Jack Trice Stadium. Number 3 goes to Boone Pickens Stadium. Oh, again, scary and spooky. Tough place to win. And I don't know if Oklahoma is going to be able to do it this weekend. I am a big fan of Boone Pickens Stadium because they do the paddle thing and they're loud. And even when there aren't a lot of people, they're still kind of loud. OU 6-point favorites this week? Nah, sir. Oklahoma State's going to knock them out of the Big 12 championship, and Oklahoma State is going to go to the Big 12 championship if they continue on this trajectory. They're at number 4. Number 5, Manhattan, Kansas. Bill Snyder Family Stadium. Oh, yes. It's fun when they're good, man. It's fun when they're good, and it's maybe the most beautiful stadium in the Big 12. Just structurally. I look at it and I think, pleasing. It's pretty. Maybe you don't like it like that. I do. And you know what? Number 5, I've given you my top 4. My number 5, hate me if you will, FBC Mortgage Stadium in Orlando, Florida. I went. There were like, thousands of people there. It wasn't packed. It was probably 80% capacity, and it shook. It shook. The house actually does bounce. The bounce house bounces, and it was a little structurally unsound. Top 5. Number 1, Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. Number 2 is Jack Trice Stadium in Ames, Iowa. 3, Boone Pickens Stadium in Stillwater. 4, Bill Snyder Family. And 5, the Bounce House, FBC Mortgage Stadium. This has been and always will be. Thanks for making this your first listen every single day. Happy Halloween. Stay safe, everybody. Check your kids' candy or all that stuff. I'm going to miss you between now and when we talk again. It's kind of sad, isn't it? We only get a specific amount of time together every day. Yeah. Well, reach out if you need anything. This has been and always will be Locked On. Thanks for making it your first listen every single day. Dose Grande.